Yo, what's up? It's Yusuf from WeLikeToVape. Today I'm doing something completely different. It's not going to be anything vape related. I am going to be vaping in this video most likely, but it's more along the lines of what I'm going to talk about today, and it's going to be about Manchester and what happened last night. I'm pretty sure most people around have seen what has happened. It's a really bad thing, obviously. They are terrorists. They are not representing of any religion. If anyone who does say, you really need to educate yourself. Those who say what happened last night is down to the fault of the Muslims, you are completely in the wrong, and your priorities are not in the right place. You really should be thinking about the people that have lost their lives in yesterday's attack, most of them being kids. I'm sure no one who has kids or who is planning to have kids wants that to ever happen to them. I'm sure I don't want that to happen to my future kids, and I know that definitely my parents don't want that to happen to me. So no parent should ever have to go through what at least 22 parents probably are going through right now, maybe more, even with the injured. So yeah, that's a lot of people that are going through a very hard time right now, and I'd just like to send out my thoughts and prayers to the families who have lost members of their family from last night's attack, and I also have family that are injured. I wish you all the strength that you need. I pray to God that you can have all the strength that you need, and your injured relatives or friends have the strength and are given the strength to come out of this better on the other side. It's really hard because where the attack happened, it was very close to home. Not where I'm living right now, but I did live there for 5 years. It was a beautiful city, amazing city, just amazing people. And from what I've seen on social media today, Manchester is coming through. Manchester is a very strong and tight-knit community. You can go anywhere in that city and you will be shown love. There's so much love from the north to the south to the east and west of Manchester, and obviously central. So Manchester, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this proud, you will not be knocked down. You will keep fighting. You've always done this, even when, I don't know, obviously because most of you, or a lot of you may not remember this, but the IRA actually did an attack in the city centre near Selfridges, in between Selfridges and the Arndale, and a very key thing, a very key monument stood strong, and that was a British letterbox. It just shows to you that that whole area has now been redeveloped, and it shows that there's still a memory of what happened, but it shows how we could, and how the people of Manchester will keep fighting and keep moving forward and keep showing that solidarity, that nothing will overcome and nothing will deter them from who they are, which is great. And I really hope this is going to happen again, and I'm pretty sure it will, because Manchester is a beautiful place, not just for the city itself but for the people. Like I said, I spent 5 years there, and every single Mancunian I met, so much love, so much care. They always looked after you, no matter who you are, no matter what walk of life you're from. Like the boys at Puff Mart, obviously you've seen a few of my videos from Puff Mart. They've shut all 3 shops to show support and help out where need be. So big shout out to Azzy and all the boys and the Puff Mart boys and girls, and all the Manchester Puff Mart family. You are coming together and you're showing your unity strong, which is great. Hotels, staff, looking after kids who have not had anyone or not been able to get in contact with parents and loved ones. They've been held, not hostage, but they've been looked after. Like, that shows that just how much that city will do for anyone. They will look after people from the far depths of China to South Rochdale. You will be looked after. Like, Manchester, like, I still can't express my love for that city. I really want to send, again, my deepest and heartfelt condolences to the people who've lost someone, people who know anyone that has been lost, and I want to I want to give my prayers and I want to give my strength to the people of those who have like suffered injuries in that attack. I saw videos last night. I was up till stupid o'clock in the morning, just looking online, just seeing what's happened, seeing if everyone's okay, making sure anyone I checked, anyone I knew was okay. And luckily, people I'm aware of have been okay. They've been checking on Facebook, and that's been great. And I want to move on to something else now. I may have touched on it a bit earlier, but this is going to be one whole rant. So I don't know how long this video is going to go on for. It's not scripted. It's just going to completely roll off my head and off my tongue. Those of you who are saying these attackers are Muslim, they are killing in the name of Allah, you really need to really check your priorities and really educate yourself, because if you think that is the case, you should not even be a human, to be honest. Because if those who don't know, in Islam it is against to kill another being. And those who say, oh yeah, all you Muslims, you want Sharia law to come down on this country. Nah. One key fact that I follow very sincerely and very strongly is that as part of Sharia law, it is mandatory and it is essential that we follow this rule. No matter what land you live in, to follow Sharia law, you must abide by the rules, regulations, and just their culture of living of the country you're living in. So me wanting Sharia law to come down on this country is not really following Sharia law. It's following an ideology that we want to have Sharia law imposed on this country. I'm not bothered about that. I'm more bothered about my fellow man. As a Muslim, like obviously my name is Yusuf, my first name is Mohammed, for those of you who don't know. This is a country which has shown me love and support ever since I was a young child. I'd do anything for this country. And we need to come together as one, just to show love and support to not only those who have lost someone, like I said earlier, those who've been injured, but also the Muslims who are going to get an extreme amount of hate over the coming days. No one being should be painted with the same brush as someone else or a small minority. There's over 2 billion people who are Muslim on this earth right now. And those of you who say, oh, Muslims are terrorists, I'm sorry, that's not true. I'm too busy vaping. I've started a vape channel to be bothered about killing people. I'm too busy to think about where can I make some money, or where can I get some best liquids, or who my friends are, my family, or I don't care about killing people. The non-believers, okay, as a Muslim, realistically, I should be against that. But as a non-believer, all I can do is, when people ask about my religion, is educate them. And that's what people should be doing. And that's what, if those of you think that all Muslims are terrorists, go speak to a local Muslim. Go speak to a Muslim. Go to a mosque and speak to someone. And see that, okay, no. Learn. Education is power. Power is knowledge. And, like, it's, no one should have any sort of hate directed towards them for what a small minority is doing. The IRA wasn't representative of the whole Christianity religion. The KKK is not a representation of the whole Christianity religion that I know of, that the Christians know of, and that what most of the people in the world know about. But if you're going to go there and tarnish and paint the same brush that all Muslims are terrorists because of the actions of a small amount of people, I've actually looked at this percentage. Al-Qaeda, ISIS, whatever terrorist organisation, city terrorist organisation you follow, they're not representation of Islam. But if you are going to compare it to Islam, the percentage is something stupid like 0.000000015% of those so-called Muslims that are terrorists. They're not Muslim, they are terrorists. They are there to cause fear and hatred amongst people. That's not what we need on this earth right now. We need to show unity. We've got people who are out to cause harm, out to hurt, and that we don't need that. Like, we're a human race. Like, I cut my arm right now, and you can cut your arm the same, and you will bleed the same colour blood I bleed. If I chop my arm off and show bone, you chop your arm off, you show bone. The colour of our flesh will be the same. The colour of our bones will be the same. Obviously, unless it's rusted. But at any point, we still are one human being. We are still one human race. Yes, we have different cultures, different religions, different races, but that shouldn't define that we are one being. We are all here on this earth to make a difference. Not a difference that it would harm others, but a difference it will support others and show people that yes, we can move forward as a society and help others. Again, no, if you think that all Muslims are like this, you really need to educate yourself. And those young kids who, okay, if you're watching this video, don't fall into the trap that you think all Muslims are the same, because that's like saying all Christians are the same. Like they're all represented by the KKK and the IRA. That's far from true. I know Christians from all walks of life, from England to Europeans to Americans to even Asians, even a Pakistani. I know a Pakistani Christian. They're human to me. Hindus, Sikhs, Jews, they're all humans. Like, we are on this earth as one. Don't let what ISIS or Al-Qaeda or any other terrorist organisation, don't let what they're doing change your perception on everyone else as a whole, because that's the worst thing to do. So kids, please, I beg of you, you need to learn and you need to read up or speak to someone, or speak to a Muslim, speak to a friend in school, speak to a friend in college, or a Muslim person in college or school or university, wherever, and look at what you can do to educate yourself, so you're not letting your opinions be defined by what is in the media, because that's not, like, we can't, end of the day, you make your own decisions. If you're gonna let your opinion on someone be painted by the elite masses such as the media, you're gonna be following what the media want you to follow. Yes, I follow what the media want me to follow, but I also read around it. I also look around it, because that's what you need to do nowadays. You need to look around and see what's going on. And back to the point, Manchester, you send so much solidarity, so much love to your fellow man. Like, I saw parades in Manchester. You know what? This stuff makes me happy. Like, everyone coming together and showing support and love for the people who've lost their lives, which is great. One thing I also want to say, and this will be my final point, we all looked at what happened in Manchester, and we saw that kids lost their lives at a concert. We also need to...
They're home now.
Yeah, okay.
What are you doing?
Just doing a video, but and that was unedited. Alright, I'll be down in a minute. 1 second, guys. Andy, na na momentico mi abbia ठीक So obviously family have just turned up. But yeah, as I was saying, I want like how we looked at kids going to a concert and enjoying themselves to then leave the concert in fear or not even leave at all, that being their final place. Like, it's sad, but then how many kids around the world are dying due to chemical attacks, bombs, nuclear missiles, just real bad acts of terror to kids, and mass murderers in other countries, but then a lot of the time they are completely oblivious to the mass media. Like, for instance, there was a Stand With Paris sign, which I'm completely for, a Stand With London, but I didn't see a Stand With Turkey or a Stand With Pakistan in Lahore when there was an attack in Lahore in Pakistan. We all need to come together as, like I said, as one as one community, one humankind, and show our love and support as human beings, and not let any act of terror define our opinions of a group of people. And yeah, we need to come together and show our love and support. Again, families in Manchester, I hope you find any of the missing children, or if you have any missing kids, I hope you find them, and I hope you find them safe and well. Again, like I said, I want to sign out on my thoughts and prayers for all the families that have either lost someone or have injured, like siblings, parents, daughters, sons even. I want to make sure, and I want to give you my well wishes and hope that everyone that you know is going to be okay, or I wish everything that happens, so on and so forth, goes better. I know, please don't misinterpret my words, but yeah, that was my little rant with a little intro from my mum. Big love. WeLikeToVape is signing out, and yeah, don't let the human race be determined by the acts of idiocy by a small, incredibly small minority of people. Yusuf from WeLikeToVape signing out. Much love, take care. Manchester, one love. Take care, guys. Bye bye.